my self-love tips. Now, when you get a chance, you can give us some of your self-love tips.
Those were some good self-love tips. Those were actually amazing. Amazing. That knowing when to say no, not overextending, knowing when to have rest, knowing when and like I like how you said like meditation could be reading a book, reading your Bible, yoga, breathing or nature, going for a walk, moving your body, stretching your body. These are all great things. I would say for me, um, whenever I'm in the state of in between, when maybe I'm going through a trial and error moment or I just feel stuck, the first thing I like to do is offer myself compassion. And I feel like sometimes our inner thoughts can come in and start just chatting and, be maybe not the most optimistic at that moment. And it's being able to recognize that and offer some affirmations and hold space for myself, hold space for my feelings. Why am I feeling this way? Is it something that did I step over my own boundary? Did somebody step over my boundary? And what can I do to change that? And being able to really, like how you said, like check in on yourself and make sure that you're okay, and embracing that even in a not the most best moment, that it's gonna be okay. Embracing the possibilities, trusting the process, knowing that sometimes we have to um we may be faced with certain struggles that we may consider or deem as a struggle because you know we're going through something, we're going through a learning moment, we're trying to break a cycle, or maybe we're kind of repeating something, and we gotta, maybe this is another time for you to see what you've been learning if you actually apply it. So um also being flexible. I was just talking to somebody about that, like release what you can't control. Sometimes we plan for things, we want things to happen, we want it to happen this way, we want it to happen, we have this time frame, and it may not go that way, and then we may feel disappointed, or we may have emotions that may not feel as like high vibrational. And be flexible that great things are coming for you. You just may not know when. And that's okay. Like, have contentment, have fun in the now, and do what you can to just have a positive outlook on life. Um, I'm sorry, I have like these little lists that sometimes I'll be reading to myself. Because listen, we all have bad days now. Okay, we all have bad days, But doing what makes you happy, like how you said, like I never thought of taking myself out on a full spa. So I need to write that down. Me, I'm more of like an animal person, so you'll find me with animals. You'll find me with cats, cows. You'll find me, in a garden, with nature. I'm very thankful for nature. But doing what makes me happy is something that really helps. Whether I want to dance or watch SpongeBob or cook something that's really good for my soul that I get to make. And even thinking of food, I'm just like, I'm a foodie. But and knowing that doing the hard work is not punishment. In order to get to where we have to go, we have to put in that work, y'all. Like if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. And that's preparing you for where you have to go. Like having cats that they all have different things is preparing me to make a chart and write down what supplements they need and all of these things, and that's preparing me for the foster program that we're about to open. So a lot of times, sometimes we may be like, oh, I gotta do this, but sometimes we be praying, and then when we get the prayer now, we be like, yeah, we need to be grateful. So those are definitely minds, and changing where your mind is fixated at in a negative sense, like trying to just work through that. So we go back to the first one of just offering compassion, because all of that, it takes time. So why not have fun, do stuff that you love, and just take it one step at a time, one day at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 hour, whatever you need in that moment, And that's me.